Listen up, Leeds faithful. Your hearts better be prepared because what I'm about to tell you will have you jumping off your seats, screaming at your screens, and questioning everything you thought you knew about this season. We've got 3 absolute bombs that just dropped about our beloved Whites, and trust me, this is the kind of drama that only happens at Elland Road. First bomb. A legendary former England captain just gave us the ultimate vote of confidence in our Premier League survival fight, but wait until you hear who he's worried about instead. Second explosion. Our own players were absolutely fuming on the sidelines during that massive Wolves win, and the reason will shock you. And the third nuclear strike. 2 Premier League vultures are already circling around one of our most precious gems, ready to pounce if we slip up. Smash that like button right now if you bleed white. Hit subscribe because this channel is your home for all things Leeds United. And drop a comment telling me, are you feeling confident or terrified about what's coming next? Because what I'm about to reveal about Saturday's performance and the man management masterclass will either fill you with hope or leave you sleepless tonight. Let's dive into the first revelation that has every Leeds fan talking. Wayne Rooney, yes, that Wayne Rooney, Manchester United legend and football icon, just dropped the biggest compliment our Whites have received all season. While we were all still celebrating that magnificent 3-1 demolition of Wolves at Molineux, Rooney was on Match of the Day making predictions that will have every Leeds fan punching the air. Here's the beautiful part. Whites faithful, when asked about relegation worries, did he mention us? Did he point fingers at the newly promoted Leeds? Absolutely not. Instead, this football genius looked at established Premier League teams and said he's a bit concerned for Brentford because they've lost key players and their manager Thomas Frank. Can you believe it? A Man United legend essentially backing our survival chances over teams that have been in this league for years. Dominic Calvert-Lewin leading our line like an absolute warrior. Noah Okafor and Anton Stach finding the net with stunning finishes. This is the Leeds United that's making football legends take notice. Saturday's away win wasn't just 3 points. It was a statement that echoed all the way to BBC studios. When Rooney says promoted teams are all doing okay, he's talking about US Whites. We're sitting pretty in 11th place. And suddenly everyone's realizing that Daniel Farke's revolution is real. The beauty of this moment is that it validates everything we've been screaming about since we got promoted. Remember when everyone wrote us off? Remember when pundits said we'd struggle to adapt? Now we've got England's record goal scorer basically telling the nation that established Premier League sides should be more worried than us. Our £18 million Okafor signing is already paying dividends. Our free transfer Calvert-Lewin looks like the bargain of the century. And that £17 million Anton Stach is already delivering moments of pure magic with that sublime free kick. This isn't luck. This is proper recruitment meeting Premier League reality. The fact that Rooney, who knows what it takes to survive and thrive at the highest level, is more worried about teams with Premier League experience than our newly promoted squad speaks volumes about the transformation happening at Elland Road right now. But hold on to your scarves because what happened on those sidelines during the match will blow your mind. Picture this scene. Leeds faithful, we're cruising towards a crucial away victory. Tensions are sky high at Molineux, and then boom. Our substitute goalkeeper Elland Road absolutely loses IT on the sidelines. But why? Because this French warrior couldn't stand watching our boys get unfair treatment. When Jack Harrison, yes, our returning hero who's finally winning over the doubters, got absolutely bundled over on the left flank with 20 minutes to go. Referee Anthony Taylor decided it wasn't worth a free kick. Can you imagine? Clear as daylight, and the ref just waves it away. That's when Meslier and assistant manager Eddie Reamer went absolutely ballistic. They were storming out of the dugout to remonstrate furiously with the 4th official. According to eyewitnesses, this wasn't just anger, this was pure passion. This was the heart of Leeds United refusing to accept injustice. Think about what this means, Whites. Even from the bench, even as a substitute keeper, Meslier was ready to fight for every single decision, every single advantage for his teammates. This is the mentality that's been missing from our club for too long, that unbreakable spirit that says nobody treats Leeds United with disrespect. Harrison coming off that bench, getting stuck in, drawing fouls, showing he's ready to bleed for this badge again, and our entire bench erupting in his defense. This is what passion looks like. This is what fighting spirit means. The man who some fans were booing when he returned from Everton is now getting the full backing of our substitutes. That tells you everything about the unity Daniel Farke has built in this squad. And let's talk about the context here. This was Harrison's 5th consecutive Premier League appearance off the bench. Farke clearly sees him as a game changer, someone who can shift momentum when we need it most. The fact that our keeper is getting fired up defending a player who's still winning back. Some fans shows the incredible team spirit brewing at Elland Road. This passion, this fire, this absolute refusal to accept unfair treatment, that's what will keep us in this division. What makes this even more beautiful is that we're heading into two massive home games at Elland Road. And this kind of fighting spirit will be absolutely crucial when the pressure is on. But Whites, brace yourselves, because the third bomb I'm about to drop will shake you to your core. Here comes the nightmare scenario that every Leeds fan has been dreading. Ao Tanaka, our player's player of the year, our midfield magician, our Japanese genius, is being hunted by Premier League predators. Bournemouth and Brentford have been stalking our boy for months, watching every pass, every tackle, every moment of brilliance that helped drag us back to the promised land. These vultures know exactly what we know, that Tanaka is pure gold. A £3.4 million bargain that's now worth 10 times that amount. But here's the terrifying part. Leeds family, Tanaka himself has already admitted he considered leaving if we failed to get promoted. He said it straight. Of course, there was also the view that if I was doing so well, I could move up even if we weren't promoted. The man was ready to jump ship if we stayed in the championship. Now we're back in the Premier League, but for how long? If we stumble, if we fall back into that relegation zone, these Premier League sharks will be circling immediately. PS, our rules will force our hand, and our Japanese Maestro could be the first casualty of failure. This is why every single match matters. This is why that Wolves victory was so crucial. Because it's not just about points in the table, it's about keeping our family together. It's about proving to players like Tanaka that Leeds United is where dreams come true, not where they go to die. The timing of this interest couldn't be more calculated. Bournemouth and Brentford have been watching Tanaka tear up the championship last season, seeing how he controlled games, dictated tempo, and became the heartbeat of our promotion campaign. They know that a player who can dominate the second tier and adapt seamlessly to Premier League football is worth his weight in gold. But here's what these predators don't understand. Tanaka isn't just a player to us. He's become the embodiment of everything this club represents. His work rate, his dedication, his ability to rise to every challenge mirrors exactly what it means to be Leeds United. The 49ers have grand plans, but they all depend on one thing, staying up. If we drop back down, everything crumbles, and we lose the players who brought us this far. That's why every single point we pick up is a statement to vultures like Bournemouth and Brentford, that they can keep dreaming, but our Japanese jewel is staying exactly where he belongs. The cruel irony is that Daniel Farke personally pushed for Tanaka's signing, recognizing his quality before anyone else did. So here's my question for every single member of the Whites family. Are we going to let these vultures tear apart everything we've built? Are we going to fight with the same passion Meslier showed on that sideline? Comment below and tell me, do you believe this squad has what it takes to prove Rooney right? And keep our Japanese jewel at Elland Road where he belongs, marching on together.